Here is the story about how I had a bib to the Tokyo Marathon and the brand that gave it to me took it away. So I am not going to share who the brand is. That's not in my nature. Doesn't really much matter. We have moved on. But for anybody that is trying to accomplish running all 7 of the world majors, you know how crazy it is to try to get in, to have the emotional roller coaster of the ups and the downs of yes, maybe I'm going to do it. How am I going to get in each one? How do I want to accomplish the goal? So this was wild. Long story short, I started talking to a brand maybe September, so 3-4 months ago, and they had an idea about the Tokyo Marathon and me. Great, we started talking. A couple months later, they're like, this isn't going to work out. We're going to work on it maybe for 2026. We'll keep you in mind, blah, blah, blah. So fine, I moved on, put the marathon out of my mind, started to focus on what other marathons could I do, because if I want to do all the world marathons before I'm 40, Tokyo is one that I can do in 2026 and I'd still hit my goal. So about a month ago, maybe less, they came back around and they were like, hey, meanwhile, I heard that they were asking other people about 2025 marathon. I was like, that's weird. I thought that they said they were going to move on, but brands do what brands want to do. And I understand they have to do what's best for their brand. So always thought it was a little bit weird that I was hearing from some of my other friends that they had been approached by this brand, and was like, that's a little odd, but I'm just going to stay out. So in about a month ago, they approached me again, and this was right before Thanksgiving, and they messaged my agent and they were like, hey, we are so excited. We would love to share a bib with Alyssa for the Tokyo Marathon. Please let us know if she will confirm. That to me sounds like, here you go. And it sounded to her like, here you go. So she wrote back right away and was like, yes, Alyssa is thrilled to accept this bib. This was the night before Thanksgiving. So I told my family at Thanksgiving. I looked over Thanksgiving break at where my passport was. I still haven't found it, so maybe that's a sign, but whatever, it's somewhere. And told a couple friends. Thank goodness I did not make an announcement or do anything huge with it, because 6-7 days after Thanksgiving, they then wrote her back and was like, actually, never mind. We don't have it anymore. Huh? They're like, we'll let you know if we have it. Turns out they gave it to somebody else. They gave it to somebody else that I know. So this whole thing has been an emotional roller coaster, mainly because traveling abroad is a big thing. So I'm like, do I bring my husband? What do I do with my daughter? It's in March, so there's some time. And I've decided, they were like, oh, we're so sorry. Maybe we'll try to find another one. Forget it. All set. I will run that marathon someday, and it'll be with somebody that wants me to run for them. So just goes to show that there's always I'm almost glad that happened, because it was a good reminder for me and a good example for me of how this whole journey is going to go, right? When you have huge goals, and those huge goals are very challenging to attain, I'm going to have to, each marathon is going to be a little bit different. Some I'll probably run for brands, some I'll probably do for charity, some I won't even know that I'm running until right before, because an opportunity will come. But being told here you go, and then having it taken away was something that just did not feel good at all to me. So what it did for me was just motivate me to work even harder, to push even harder, because every single time I'm told no, it just makes me want to push and push and push, so that people don't have the opportunity to say no to me. So that is that. Would love to hear anyone's thoughts. And I'm still have a feeling that maybe somehow, some way I'll be running the 2025 Tokyo Marathon, but no clue how. We're just going to keep working and pushing and see what the universe has in store.